What is up, parents, teachers, therapists, and anybody who's interested in supporting kids with executive function challenges? My name is Seth Perler with SethPerler.com and ExecutiveFunctionSummit.com, and I wear a lot of hats in the 2E, executive function, neurodiversity, ADHD worlds. And I'm going to chat about this little section in this book here called Calm the Chaos by Dayna Abraham. Dayna Abraham is a dear friend. The book is called Calm the Chaos, a fail-proof roadmap for parenting even the most challenging kids. And in this book, so Dayna, I know very well, and I so respect her work, and we see eye to eye, as do all of the experts that I have on my summit or that I talk to. For those of you who are familiar with me, so anyhow, Dayna just explains things really well. So anyhow, I'm reading through her book and I get to this part here, and this reflects something that I hear in my practice all the time as well. And she mentions it in the book, and I love her take on it. It's almost word for word how I would explain the same sort of concepts. So this section here is called Connect, the Magic Reset Button. So she has this broken into these different segments in the book, and I like how it's super easy how she laid it out. So I'm going to mention this first paragraph here and then talk about this technique that she has here, because the technique is exceptional and I don't use this technique, and I'm going to steal it because I love it. But basically, she starts off here with this magic reset button. Connect, magic reset button. Parents are always asking me about consequences, boundaries, and rules. Okay, I hear the same things. To help them get ahead of their chaos causers. Unfortunately, this is the wrong place to start, especially for our most challenging kids. After all, they spend much of their life getting into trouble, being yelled at, or told to stop what they're doing. And let's not talk about the number of furrowed eyebrows or crossed arms they encounter on a daily basis. They hear way more negative than positive. It's really disheartening. This leads children to believe I'm bad, or worse, I'm broken. So in my internal voice when I was a young person was I'm a lazy failure. That was my inner critic, right? To think that I'm bad or I'm broken or I'm not enough, that sort of thing. We can break the cycle, but not with more rules and boundaries that they're already struggling to follow. Instead, we can take it back to connection. I very much agree. This does not mean, and I'm going to stop right there. You can read on with that if you want. But anyhow, so she goes on to explain this and unpack this. And then she goes on a few pages later and she has an action step. So she has these sections in the book where she breaks it up and has these little ideas. So I just like how this is laid out because my brain can really handle it and chunk it down very easily. This action step. So I do a lot of what I call relational strategies or relational tools. And these are little things that we do to build relationship, build connection. So when parents are asking me, how do I get my kid to buy in? How do I get my kid to do their homework? How do I get my kid to ask for help and receive help at school? Yada, yada, yada. When parents are asking this, ironically, what I'm telling them is, well, first, it starts with relationship. That is where it's starting. It's starting with connection. And then I have these relational tools, and I have a lot of them that I use and teach. But this one is new to me. Action step, positive interactions journal. I love this. Your tiny next step is simply to find a notebook or a journal to keep track of your family's positive interactions. Starting today, notice at least one small moment of connection between you and your child or someone else in your family, partner, or sibling. If you don't think your children will join in the fun yet, I encourage you to do this by tracking on your own, but still be intentional about creating these tiny moments each day. Later in this stage, I will share how to get your children on board with recognizing and creating small moments of positive interactions. So I talk a lot about what I call the 3-to-1 rule, noticing 3 positives to everyone perceived negative, talking about noticing effort, this, that, and the other. But I really like the idea of having a positive interactions journal. So again, this is Dayna Abraham, Calm the Chaos, fail-proof map for parenting even the most challenging kids. Just fantastically easy to read, fantastic tools, but I love this one. A positive interactions journal. It's easy, it's powerful. I think the power in this comes from the consistency and doing this consistently. There's research about gratitude journals and noticing things like this, taking time to notice what's positive and what we're grateful or thankful for and things like this. So I think this is a really great way. It's easy. I just want to encourage any of you parents and teachers to try this one out and explore how that works for you. Love to hear in the comments what you think. Do you have any other ideas? What can make this technique better? How would you add on to it? Have you done something like this? Again, my name is Seth Perler. You can subscribe at sethperler.com. I got a bunch of freebies for parents and teachers, all kinds of stuff on YouTube, podcasts, and all the things. And I want to wish you peace in your heart. I want to wish you joy today. And I want to wish you, most of all, as I always say if you watch my videos, connection with the people you care about, particularly the kids in your life. Have a fantastic day. Take care.